Hi there, so are you thinking you want to know a little bit more about Windsor, Colorado? Maybe the pros and cons, because it all can't be great, right? That's exactly what this video is for. Let's get started. All right, Christy Lee here, and I am a local real estate agent who caters all my videos to people who are wanting to move to Colorado, just know a little bit more information about specific areas, places to take your kids, great places to eat and drink. If that's something that interests you, please click subscribe right there. That way you get notified every time I put out a new video. All right, so today I'm in Windsor, Colorado, and I have to absolutely say, I love Windsor. It is so cute, it's so pretty. It offers this really cool, small town feel. I mean, look at behind me, like this cool lake over here. People are doing paddleboarding, there's volleyball. It's just a really, really cool area. But obviously it can't all be that great, right? So I am gonna do 5 pros and 5 cons about this great area. Okay, so the first pro I definitely think is location. Windsor is going to be located just north of Loveland and then just south of Fort Collins, just west of Greeley. So you have these 3 major cities that are going to be surrounding the city of Windsor. And because Windsor is so small, it is great to have these 3 cities. That way you have a place, obviously you could find work in all those 3 cities, and then obviously amenities as well. So if you're thinking about moving to this area, just know that Fort Collins is only going to be about maybe 20 minutes away, same with Greeley and same with Loveland. So it is a great location for the Windsor, where it's actually located. Okay, so number 2 on the pro list is the fast growth. So this city is still very small, or this town is still very small, but it is growing very, very quickly. It was actually named the 3rd quickest towns in the country. So that's saying something. So if you want to be a part of something that's, that will be pretty big, definitely head to Windsor, because you could be a part of something. There's going to be a lot of opportunities within this area. New things are going to be built in this area. They're obviously going to be here, they're coming soon. So, head to Windsor, be a part of something big, be a part of the community. Windsor is definitely going to be where it is because it is growing so fast. All right, so number 3 on the pro list is very important. It's actually named one of the best places to live in Colorado in 2019. So Windsor is absolutely amazing. It actually reminds me a lot of Erie. It's just north of Erie, but it has that small town feel. It is still very safe. Obviously, do your own research on that, but statistically it is one of the safer cities in Colorado as well. You're just gonna, it's just a really great place to raise a family, to come here if you want that small town vibe, you don't want to be around the city. Windsor is gonna be really, really great. And obviously, state of Colorado is saying that as well. All right, so number 4 on the pro list is the events and festivals that this community has to offer. So they have things, from all year long, from, summer, the farmers market every Saturday. They also have movies in the park and concerts in the park, food trucks. And then they're also gonna have the Halloween festivals, the Christmas festivals. They're just trying to do something all the time to bring their community together. And I just absolutely love it. In fact, I'm actually sitting at the Boardwalk Park, where they do host a lot of these festivals. And it's just so cute. You could already tell people are coming here, and it's summertime right now. They're, just getting together, playing volleyball, hanging out on the beach side right here that you could play in the water. It's just a great little location that they love bringing their community together. They love having fun, and you could just really feel it just even sitting here. All right, and the final pro, so number 5, if you live in Windsor, is simply the golf courses. So if you are a golfer, which I am not, but if you are a golfer, Windsor is going to be the place to be. They actually have 3 courses within this small little town. So there is a good chance that you could either get a house located on the golf course, or at least have a view of the golf course in some way. I hear that these courses are really, really pretty and they're great to play on. So if you are, an avid golfer or even just an amateur golfer, head to Windsor. Is going to be a great place to take up the sport and to just relax, play golf, and enjoy this cute little town. Okay, so now we're on the cons list of Windsor. So I'll start with con number 1, and it's going to be just simply the small population. It is a very small town. It's kind of one of those everybody knows everybody kind of place. Not quite like that, but it is really cute, but it is very small. So if that's something that you don't think you could do, if it's going to be too small for you, then Windsor's probably not going to be the place to be, just because it is very small. You could drive across the town in no time at all. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're doing your research and figuring out places to live. This one is going to be definitely on the smaller side. Con number 2 of Windsor is going to be the cost of housing out here. So, depending on where you are in the nation right now and you're watching this, the cost of a house in Windsor on average in 2021 is going to be in the mid 500s, and I really don't think that is going to be too awful. It is definitely going to be more than the Loveland area, but it's going to be really comparable to Fort Collins. Just again, depending on where you're coming from, you're going to figure out how much that is to you. But you're going to get on average, a normal size house, probably right around 2,000 square feet. Mid 500s is what you're looking at to live in this area. It is going to be a little bit more than Loveland just because of location. It is so pretty and it is smaller, so you are going to be paying for that kind of quaint little, town feel. I hear that, just people just kind of keep together in this area, so maybe that's what you're paying for. The houses are gorgeous out here. You could definitely get lakefront houses out here. Those ones aren't going to be mid 500s, so those are going to be quite a bit more. But you definitely could get lakefront houses, and you could get houses with views out here too. So expect to kind of pay right around that price point, maybe even a little bit more, especially if you want those lakefront views. Okay, so con number 3 is going to be kind of piggybacking on what I already said about a pro, ironically, but would be the fast growth. So it is growing so fast, and so some people may or may not like that. It kind of just depends on the person that you are. I'm sure the people who've lived here for the last 50 years probably are not enjoying this rapid growth of this city. But if you're anything like me, I love seeing retail out here. I love seeing new development, new houses. I just love all that kind of stuff. So this stuff, that excites me. I love seeing the growth. But to some people, they want to keep it small. So, if that's something that you just want to keep things small, you want to live in a place that's going to stay small, maybe Windsor's not the place to be. Definitely the place to be right now, but if you're thinking future terms in the next 10, 15 years, it's going to change. The city is just growing too big, and it's going really, really fast. And, all those luxuries that I talk about of not having the Target and the Walmart and all that kind of stuff, they most likely will be heading this way at some point. So if that's the type of person and that you just don't want that kind of stuff in the town that you live in, maybe Windsor's not for you, at least in the long term. In the short term, it's fantastic. Okay, so number 4 and 5 on the cons list is going to be kind of the same in my opinion. It's going to be the lack of shopping and amenities, and also lack of city life. So depending on what type of person you are, this might be a pro, this might be a con, I don't really know. But just so you know, if you live in Windsor, you're not gonna have those major box stores like Target, Walmart, Kohl's, places like that. You just won't have it. And that also piggybacks on the nightlife, the city life. You don't have that as well. So if you're used to going to the bars, restaurants, things like that, you're just not gonna have it in Windsor. Now, don't get me wrong, they do have breweries, they have restaurants, they have all their major fast food chains, the dollar store, Safeway, all of those type of things. But if you're used to, having that city life, the walkability, going to places Windsor's probably just not going to be it. You probably, you know, I just want you to be aware, if you move to this area, most likely you're going to be driving to either Fort Collins, Loveland, or Greeley to find those entertainments and those amenities, because Windsor just doesn't have it. I'm not saying at some point they won't have it. Maybe at some point they definitely will with the growth that they're doing, but definitely don't have it now. So just expect to drive, you know, that 20-minute drive up to Fort Collins or Greeley to get to Target or, you know, some sort of cool nightlife or entertainment. All right, that's Windsor in a nutshell. I honestly say I absolutely love this area. It's so cute. It kind of like calms me down when I'm driving through it. It's just so inviting. It's so peaceful when you're here. There's like a cute little train that comes through. Again, the little boardwalk area that I'm at right now, you know, with the beach area, your kids can play out there. There's a bunch of parks out here too. It's just a really, really great area to think about moving to if you're not from this area, or even if you are from this area and you're wanting to, you know, get a little bit more information about Windsor. I highly recommend it. Again, I am a local real estate agent in this area, so please reach out to me if you do have any questions about this specific area or any Colorado city. I'm here to help you in any way possible. Please reach out to me, you know, via email, text, phone, whatever it is. I am the one that answers it. Click that subscribe button right there. That way you do get notified every single time I get a new video out. And to the next video, take care.